Today, I would like to show you a slightly different way of sewing the Dominique dress. I had this beautiful tweed fabric and was eager to use it. I knew it would look lovely with this pattern, so I'm going to use finishes that are better suited to this type of fabric. First, we'll cut the pattern pieces from the fabric. Tweed frays easily, so you may want to leave a little extra seam allowance. To prevent fraying, add some interfacing strips around the edges of each piece. For this type of fabric, I like to cut the interfacing strips to 3 centimeters wide. As you'll know if you've been following me for a while, I prefer non-fusible interfacing, so I'll cut out each piece of the dress from cotton poplin. These pieces will act as both the interfacing and the lining. Let's sew the front first. On the table, you can see all pieces for the front of the dress laid out. Set aside the lining piece and start sewing. First, sew the side panel off bodice and the skirt together at the waist seam. Place the pieces right sides together and stitch the seam allowance. Then sew the resulting picchetto the center front piece. Finally, sew the 2 sides together along the center line. Press all the seams open as you sew. Tweed adapts well to pressing, so there is no need to notch. Repeat the same assembly process with the back pieces. For now, leave the center back open as the invisible zip will be inserted later. Sew the 2 back pieces to the front piece along the side seams. Make sure you carefully match waist seam on the front and back. Try on the dress before inserting the zip and make any necessary adjustments. Ask someone to help you pin it at the back. Now you're ready. Sew the invisible zip into the center of the back. The dress has a large seam allowance in this area, so make sure you position the zip correctly on the seam line. You can find out how to sew this type of zip on our blog at your leisure. Once you have sewn the zip, finish the seam at the bottom of the dress. following the same order as before, so the entire lining interfacing. Leave the invisible zip segment open at the center back, and only sew the lower part to the bottom. Using an iron, press a 3 cm hem. Shorten the lining by 2 cm at the hem. Cut off the excess length. To sew the tweed dress toed lining, place both dress pieces right sides together, matching the entire contour of the hem. Insert one drays inside the other with their right sides facing each other to do this. Sew along the seam allowance. Turn the dress inside out to check that the seam looks good. If you are satisfied with it, secure the hem by hand. To do this, turn the dress inside out again and fold the hem. Sew the entire hem by hand so that it cannot come undone. As tweed is such a thick, dense fabric, you don't need to worry about the stitches showing on the right side of the fabric. With the dress right side out, match the entire neckline of the tweed to that of the lining. Baste the 2 layers of fabric together so that they act as a single layer. At the center back, fold the seam allowance inwards to finish the zip. Sew this part by hand. To prepare the straps, create spaghetti-style strips. Tweed fabric can be problematic for this type of strip. Interface the fabric so that it does not fray, then sew the strap seam by hand. This is coming along very quickly. We're already attaching the straps. When doing this, make sure that they do not twist. Make sure you try on the dress before you finish it so that you can adjust the length off the straps if you need to. You will see some triangular shapes among the pieces of the pattern that are used to finish the straps on the inside of the dress. The strap will be positioned wet when the dress and this piece. Stitch along the seam allowance to secure all the pieces. Bias binding will be used to finish the neckline. Tweed fabric can be harsh on the skin, so it is better to have as little of it on the inside of the dress as possible. This is one of the reasons why we have applied the lining interfacing differently to the instructions in our PDF. Therefore, it is better to use cotton for the bias binding. We will follow the standard steps for hemming. Binding the entire contour of the neckline with bias tape. As the straps are in the way, we will complete this process in 3 segments: the back, the armholes, and the front. After sewing the tape onto the right side of the neckline, we will press it inwards. Edge stitching will help keep the tape in place. Finally, turn the straps over and fold the tape into a hem towards the inside off the neckline. For a clean finish, finish all the tape on the neckline by hand. Alternatively, if you prefer a more industrial finish, you could machine stitch in it. We have finished sewing this beautiful tweed dress. What do you think?